Because, quite frankly, this right there, I'll get back to that point right there, that is a huge killing field. And a lot of the times, that is where, nice. What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Panic Knife here with theawfulgamer.com and TGNFPS, and today we're going to be doing some map walkthroughs. Wow. Some map walkthroughs of the brand new Back to Karkand maps. Well, they're brand new to some people, not to me. But yeah, this is going to be done on the PC just so that you can see the beautiful colors and all that other crap. But there's going to be a few differences, but for the most part, the vehicles, the layout, all that stuff is going to be the same. So here we go. I'm going to just spawn in as US, which as the US, you're going to have inherent disadvantages, one of which is that you are immediately losing tickets. You start out in this deployment area back here, 90 clicks away, 90 feet, meters, whatever. And this is mostly a ground map. It's not necessarily a map where you're going to have helicopters and jets and that sort of thing. So plan accordingly. You start out with an LAV. See, pretty. And a tank, an M1 Abrams. And you basically start out with the ability to go straight up the center. You are more or less, you have this road right here, and you have these big fields of fire right here, to the left and to the right, and you have to capture points right off the bat. Now, these fields right here tend to be huge sniper points. What I would recommend is either A, using a scout sniper to get up to this sort of point right here, search out any kind of snipers in this field, that sort of thing. I guess we're getting some interesting action there. Anyway, you might even use this out of bounds area here and there, because quite frankly, if you don't get to at least this wall up here, you're screwed. Because if you see how easy it is to spot people in this area over here, even with, camouflage, it's very tough to get through this area. But if you can finally get up past here, you can work your way into the back of the map. Now, what we used to do a lot, was we would bypass these first points right here. If we could get past them really quickly, because quite frankly, this right there, I'll get back to that point right there, that is a huge killing field. And a lot of the times, that is where, nice, I like the action there, you're getting the planes taking down the buildings and stuff. But most of the times, US gets caught up on these first 2 points. If they can't get past that first 2 points, if you've got a really good Russian team defending, you're screwed. You've got to make sure that you get a foothold up in here. So, I'll keep running up here. I guess this is the fastest way to do it. I probably could have taken the LAV, but, fuck off. So, if you can get this is where the map starts to open up here. This is where you're going to finally be able to sort of get lost in the map a little bit and, capture a point or two. I think in the 32-player maps, which is what we play on, actually we don't play that, we play 24 on the consoles, but it'll probably be set up like the 32-player maps are in the PC. These probably, there are always probably going to be 1 point at the top of the map here, where D is in all likelihood. I'll have to confirm that, and I'll try to throw up a little update to the end of this with that information. But right here, this D point, or you might get it down there, something like that. This is a key point to get captured, because if you can get up here really quickly, and granted it's not terribly easy, as you can see there's sniper points up on top of the roof there. There's I believe there's a tow gunner over there. You have people shooting down from up there. So by the way, just use the opposite strategy if you're the defending team. But if you can get this foothold right here, have people start spawning in, you have at least 2 options, because you're no longer going to be pinned in over, from the deployment killing field. You're going to be able to spawn in right here, spawn it from behind and in the front, and pinch them a little bit. Now, this is, as you can tell, there's long corridors around here, so it's a lot of a big challenge to avoid snipers, to make sure that you're not getting picked off by the defending team, though it's a little bit less of a concern once you have a foothold up there. This is a multi-tiered map as well, which brings certain challenges. This little staircase brings you down into the lower half of the map, and then I don't know if you're going to have access to the side across the river in the consoles, but that used to be my most fun, or my favorite part, so I'll show you that part a little bit as well, and hopefully it'll convince you to buy the PC version. Now, if you're US and you've captured the point up there, you might be tempted to take a point like this, and I'm not going to blame you, because once you capture this point, you get, you get an area over here where so there's a guy talking to me on here. You get a guy over here that you can get up on top of that roof up there, shoot down on the people who are trying to defend A. So you have a lot of options basically. You can at that point you can either take this point in the center, or you can start moving. It looks like I'm going to start getting shot at soon. I like going into empty maps, not necessarily to boost and capture points, but so that I can walk it through without people bothering me. But once you capture this foothold up there, you're going to start to work down into this part of the map. Now, it presents its own issues there, because now on this little street level lower area up here, I mean, you tend to, there's the point here at Market. That tends to be pretty choke-worthy once you get the foothold on the upper tier of the map. Or you can move down here, down by the train yard. The train yard also tends to be a pretty good area, because this whole field right here, especially on the back side up here, where this ramp comes down, that ramp coming down straight from D. D is, obviously a tremendous opportunity for US, but it can be taken pretty easily when people start spawning over here by the train yard and working back up towards, pushing you back towards D. That's a tough spot to be in if you're in the US. And if you can't, breach over here, make sure you're pushing up to the front of the map, because you need to at least capture 2 points. I mean, if you're not capturing at least 2, they can still pinch in on you. Now, this is the fun part of the map, in my opinion, and this is a part of the map that I think only the front half of this little peninsula is going to be available on the console. But if you move over here, and you notice there's also a multi-tiered area on this side of the train yard. This canal separates both sides. You can swim across it, and that's another part where you can sneak in and capture a foothold if there is enough of it to do. I'm not sure about that on the console, of course, but if there's enough of this this canal that you can sneak across, you can capture maybe this point right here, or I think there might be one capture point on this side of the map. These warehouses and stuff like that, if the U.S. captures, that whole peninsula over here, this tends to be Russia's final stand, and they're more or less going to stay over here, and it's going to be really intense close quarters combat. They might capture the points around this warehouse and use the darkness of that warehouse to shoot out at you. And this is where this is a lot of fun, because it's more close quarters than you're probably used to playing Battlefield. There's a spot where you can shoot out from one of these warehouses. Let me see if I can find it. Well, there's that the catwalks up here as well. Oh, right. Now I remember. This is the building where I think Russia can get hemmed in over if they lose all their points. They can get hemmed in and start spawning back here, where their tanks are. As you can see on the mini-map, they've got a tank back here. They've got, a buggy, an LAV, just like you do. And they tend to spawn back here when you're moving up. So if they get hemmed in, their first point is this warehouse right there. That warehouse right there, it's a long warehouse, and you can move in from usually you might move in the other side of it. Because this way looks straight down the alleyway right over towards F. I mean, that's a pain in the ass. But yeah, it's a really fun area to play in. And this top side area up here is going to be a sniper area. As you can see, they've got great looks down across the bridge, which I believe the bridge was destructible in Battlefield 2. It's probably destructible in this one as well. I would definitely take down this bridge if it is in fact destructible. Just like it was in Battlefield 2, because that prevents people from just walking right across there, prevents them from rolling tanks up there, all that sort of thing. Gatehouse right here, like I said, it's a big sniper point, mostly because of the views you get on both sides of this thing. Actually, this is interesting. You can cap from all the way over here. You didn't used to be able to cap from all the way over here, but you know, easy. Look, they might be able to see your head, but I mean, not much more. And you've got a good look down at E. You've got a good look up this alleyway up there towards D. C in the middle of the map. You're not going to really get a lot, but you can get some points over there, and you can guard people swimming across the canal. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just a little bit of a walkthrough. I'm getting shot at now, I think, or it's just map stuff. But it's just a little bit of a walkthrough of basically what Strike to Karkand is going to be. I look forward to catching you guys on there, both on the PC and on the consoles. And we'll show you a little gameplay footage soon. Anyway, with theawfulgamer.com and TGN FPS, this is your boy, Panic Knife. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great night.